Okay, so this is my second video, and in the first video is when I told you my name, which is Malin, and why I'm making these videos. It's because I want to be an actress, and I didn't know what else to do, so I thought, let's make a lot of YouTube videos. So um, I basically said I'd just be telling like funny stories because I have like a million and one of them. So I'm gonna tell a story real quick. Alright, so I'm a freshman in college, and, like when you're a freshman in college, you pretty much think you are the coolest thing. Like, you're like, I'm away from my parents, I can do whatever I want, that kind of thing. Well, it was my very first day of freshman classes, and I had Spanish. And I did like the tour thing the day before, and I knew where to go. I wasn't afraid of getting lost or anything like that. So, I went into the class, and I just started walking in, and this older like freshman kid was walking and was like, "Hey, are you going to Spanish?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Oh, it's up another floor." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you," to look like an idiot going to the wrong class. Well, so it was just me and the kid at first, and then more people came, and then eventually the teacher came. She walks in talking in Spanish, and I had no idea what she was saying. I was seriously like, what? Are you kidding me right now? Like, I know college is supposed to be hard, but this is ridiculous. Like, I'm like, there's no way I can figure this stuff out. Like, I had 2 years of Spanish in high school, but it was a joke. All I ever learned how to say in those 2 years was Mi cumpleaños es el 29 de enero, which means my birthday is January 29th. So I'm completely lost. Like, I'm actually telling myself that I'm being punked right now, and Ashton's getting ready to walk in the classroom. Well, he never came. But so I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm gonna die in this class. And she stops and says, "I will never talk in English in this class." She's like, "This is the only exception," and goes back to talking in Spanish. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into? I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. Well, she starts going around asking people questions, and like they're responding, and I'm like, you guys know what she's saying? I'm like, I have no idea what this broad is saying. Like, I have no idea. I'm like, well, let's hope she don't call me, because I don't know what I'll say. And she writes on the dry erase board, she puts FL and then crosses it out. And the kid next to me is like, what'd she say? What does that mean? And I'm like, I think she hates Florida. And this kid's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. And actually, telling my parents and, like my family and, my friends the story, they're like, it means foreign language. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Why would she put FL and then cross it out? That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, it's an unknown mystery what actually was said that day in that class. Anyways, so by this point in time, I'm tuning this lady out. I'm not even listening. I'm staring at the clock, wanting to know if like class is done. I'm seriously like just hurry up and get me out of this class. Well, I noticed that she keeps repeating the same question over and over and over, and I'm like, okay, lady, my God, we get it. Can you please? Like, I'm like, it's getting a little annoying. And so I was like staring at the clock, and I'm like, oh my God, why won't she stop repeating this question? So I look, and then I notice that she's staring at me. Everybody else in the class is like right at me, and I'm like, ooh, oops, I guess she was talking to me. And she repeats the question, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, just say C. That's the only thing you know how to say. Just say C. So I'm like, C. And she gives me like a confused look. I repeat it again, and I'm like, C. And then the third time, like, she's irritated at me. She is like very frustrated, and I can tell in her tone, and I'm just like, see, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. And she was like, she stops, and says in English, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, oh my gosh, Mullen. Like, she just got done saying she would not talk in English again. I'm like, way to go. So I'm like, uh, Ohio. And I just, like, stopped talking. Oh, she, like, goes on. Like, I don't think she was ever planning on talking to me again in that class anyways. And we seriously have, like, 5 minutes left, thank God. And she, hands out these worksheets. And I sign my name. And then there's at the very top, it says Advanced Spanish. I'm supposed to be in elementary Spanish. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in the wrong class. So I'm like, I'm in the wrong class. And I let her know immediately as soon as I figure this out. Like, other people probably be like, oh my God, don't say anything. Just get out of here. And we'll drop the class. Like, I'm like, no, I'm not supposed to be in here. Like, get me out of here. Hurry. And she was like, what? And I'm like, I'm supposed to be in elementary Spanish. And she was like, oh, well, this explains everything. I'm like, yeah, I think I went to the wrong class. And so by the time I find the actual Spanish class I was supposed to be in, class was over. So I missed my first class ever as a college student. So I would say for the win. Yeah, that was awesome. But it's cool. Like, I joke about it now. Like, I'm always, like, telling my friends and stuff. I'm like, advanced Spanish forever. And there was this kid that was in the Spanish class, the first one I went to on mistake. And every time he sees me on campus, he'll be like, ¿Cómo está? And I'm like, muy bien, gracias. Like, it's just an ongoing joke. But I think it's a cool story, so it's funny. But hopefully when you're a freshman, or if you were a freshman, you did not make that mistake. But I'm going to wrap this up. Bye.